Are you feeling the pressure of the tax filing deadline? Instead of letting the stress get to you, have you considered filing a tax extension? However, before you rush into this process, there are some important do's and don'ts that you should be aware of. Do you know that an extension grants you 6 extra months to file your taxes? That's a relief, isn't it? However, an important fact to keep in mind is that the extension does not extend the deadline for paying owed taxes. So, if you owe taxes, are you ready to estimate and pay them by the deadline to steer clear of penalties and interest? So, how do you request an extension? Are you aware that you can do so using Form 4868, either electronically or by mail, depending on what works best for you? Did you know that under specific circumstances the IRS grants special extensions? To take advantage of this, here are some necessary steps. 1. Check if you're located in a disaster area or a combat zone. 2. Determine if you're military personnel. Remember, the IRS extends special considerations for those in such situations. So when it comes to tax filing, think through your options and take action wisely. Now, let's move on to the don'ts. Don't think that an extension to file is an extension to pay. If you owe taxes, they must be paid by the original due date, regardless of any extension. If you fail to pay by the deadline, you'll incur interest and penalties. And trust me, nobody wants that. Also, don't forget about your state taxes. Depending on where you live, state taxes may also require extensions and payments. So make sure to check the rules for your specific state. Now remember, while filing for an extension can give you more time to get your paperwork in order, it's important to estimate your tax liability and pay any amount due by the original deadline. If you're unable to pay in full, consider payment plan options. Remember, filing a tax extension isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card. It's a tool to help you manage your time and ensure you're filing your taxes correctly. So, use it wisely. And most importantly, don't stress. Taxes can be complex and confusing, but they don't have to be daunting. Keep your documents organized, make sure to proofread your returns, and don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. It's your money. Make sure you're keeping as much of it as you can.